Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you will be safe and sound. Today I am going to read the third chapter of the Reading Circle book for the student of class 4. The third chapter is The One That Got Away. And what have we to remember to bring tomorrow? Mr. Copper said. At 3:30, Malcolm, sitting near the bag, wondered why she said we. She wasn't going to bring anything. Something interesting, Mr. Copper, said everyone else all together. And what are we going to do then? Stand up and talk about it, Mr. Copper. So don't forget. All right, chairs and tables. Goodbye, class 4. Goodbye, Mr. Copper. Goodbye, everybody. It's all came out ever so glow, like saying prayer in assembly. Amen. Ammon said. Malcolm very quietly, class 4, put its chair on the tables, collected its coat and went home talking about all the interesting things it would bring into school tomorrow. Malcolm walked by himself. Mr. Copper had first told them to find something interesting on Monday. Now it was Thursday and still he had not come up with any bright ideas. There were plenty of things that he found interesting. But the trouble was, they never seemed to interest anyone else. Last time this has happened, he had brought along his favorite stone and shown it to the class. Very nice, Malcolm. Mr. Copper had said, now tell us what is interesting about it. He hadn't known what to say. Surely, anyone looking at the stone could see how interesting it was. Mary was going to bring her gerbils. James, Sarah and William had loudly discussed rare shells and fossils and the only spider in the world with 5 legs. It cannot be a spider then, said David, who was eavesdropping. It had an incident, William said. Isobel wanted to bring her pocket calculator and show how it could write her name. By punching N738051 and turning it upside down. She did this every time, but it still looked interesting. Malcolm could think of nothing when he reached home. He went up to his bedroom and looked at the shelf where he kept important things. His twig that looked like a stick insect, his marble that looked like a glass eye, the penny with a hole in it, and the twin jelly babies on red, one green, and stuck together back to back. He noticed that they were now stuck to the shelf too. His stone had once been there as all, but after class 4 had said it was boring, he had put it back in the garden. He still went to see it sometimes. What he really needed was something that could move about, like Mary's gerbils on William's 5-legged spider. He sat down on his bed and began to think. On Friday after assembly, 4 class began to be interesting. Mary kicked off with the gerbils that whirled round its cage like a hairy balloon with the air escaping. Then they saw William's land spider, James Possel's Jason's collection of snail shells stacked one on top of another like the leaning tower of Pisa and David's bottle beans that he had kept in an airtight jars for 3 years. They were still as glossy as new shoes. Then it was Malcolm's turn. He went up to the front and held out a matchbox. He had chosen it very carefully. It was the kind with the sum label top and bottom so that when you open it, You could never be sure that it was the right way up, and all the matches fell out. Malcolm opened it upside down and jumped. Mr. Copper jumped too. Malcolm threw himself down on hands and knees and looked under her desk. What's the matter? Mr. Copper asked. It's fallen out. Malcolm cried. What is it? Mr. Copper said, edging away. I don't know. It's got 6 legs and sharp teeth, and sort of frilly ganger's eyebrow and stalk. He pounced. Let's go. We're missed it, said Malcolm. It's running under your chairs. Mary squeaked and climbed on the table because she thought that was the right way to behave. When creepy crawlies were about, I see it, Jason yelled and jumped up and down. David threw a book in the direction that James was pointing, and James began beating the floor with the roll-up comic. I got it. I killed it, he shouted. It crawling up the curtains, Sarah said, and Mr. Copper, who was standing by the curtains, moved rapidly away from them. It's over by the door, Mary shrieked, and several people ran up. Chairs were overturned. Malcolm stood by Mr. Copper's desk with his matchbox. His contribution was definitely the most interesting thing